everyone, this is your instructor Joy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing my videos, sending nice comments and donations, and subscribing. A subscriber is wondering about ensemble playing and what I'm asking tips of being a good ensemble player. Ensemble playing can be a lot of fun. I remember when I was a young violinist, when I was still like in my teens, I had a chance to play with other string players, other cellists and pianists, pianists and cellists and other violinists, and I was having so much fun because I had been practicing always alone in my own practicing room. So I encourage you to do that. It can be just 2, 3, or orchestra, wherever you can join. As simply as playing with a piano, it's also an ensemble playing. So because it's first a lot of fun, and two, also it teaches us a different way of playing. So when one is playing ensemble, certain things are supposed to pay attention to, and it's a bit different than solo playing. When you're playing solo, whether you're playing with piano accompaniment or completely alone, you're somewhat free when it comes to tempo and dynamics. You can do whatever you find it beautiful, and then pretty much it goes along, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way it should be. But when you're in ensemble, whether it's 2, 3, 4, or hundreds, it's not about individual player, but it's rather a group. It's rather one group that's supposed to sound together. So first, you don't play as loud in ensemble as you would do. If the group is smaller, like made of 2, 3, or 4, or 6, then you can still behave like a solo playing, and volume-wise, you can still be loud, but still then, it's a little less, I would say, overly, generally speaking. But especially when you're playing in chamber orchestra or orchestra with 50 or hundreds of musicians, for sure you cannot play like soloistic, super loud, super aggressive kind of sound, which is super soloistic. And also when you're playing an ensemble, it's very important to be together in rhythm. So sometimes common mistakes that I see for the kind of new ensemble players, when there's a mistake, or they stop in there, we want to do it again, just like they do in solo. But that's big no-no. You cannot stop and redo it because the group has to go on. If it's just 2 duet, or 3 or 4, it might work, but still then it should be avoided. If there's a mistake, even if accidentally you had stopped, then just learn to rejoin the group, learn to blend in. So it's another skill that you can do, learn to jump in, so that you pretend you never stopped. When you're joining after a little mistakes or wrong playing, good way of rejoining group would be in the first note of each bar. It's a little easier to follow. Excuse me. Or sometimes when there's a little audible melody going on, it's easy to follow. Then see if you can go along. If you're still not sure, just pretend you're playing. It happens a lot in orchestra, believe it or not. So if you play something and then you're wrong, and then you stop playing, and everybody had noticed that you stopped. So make sure. So you may feel like a little dishonest, but just learn to fake. So keep bow on the string, keep going, and eventually you will find it. Trust me, you get better at it by doing it. If you are in ensemble playing, make sure the bowing matches. So when everybody goes down, you have to go down. When everybody goes up, you have to go up. Same thing with the cellist. Yeah, down and up bow. You might have seen in concert, violinists are all moving bow, and if one violinist goes reverse, it's very visible, even when you play well. So it's not just how it sounds, but also the people are watching. So make sure you do that. And in playing, when you're playing for the first time, and that you're not quite secure about ensemble playing, which is okay. That's how we all learn. I've learned like that, most people learn like that, and that's just the way to do. Just start doing it. But when you are kind of new ensemble player, in a first or second rehearsal, play a little softer. Allow yourself to listen others so that you can kind of follow better. And also when there's mistake, you know, you're not too exposed. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then you slowly gain confidence, you slowly understand how it goes, then you can bring yourself a little more out. Yeah. So certainly knowing who the leader is, which group is leading the music at the moment, certainly helps. It's easy to make music, and also that means leading instrument should sound louder than the other ones. Yeah. So if you happen to be a leader, you might have to be well prepared, because you are expected to play a little more out. But no need to be afraid. If somebody makes fun of it, it's their problem, not yours. We all learn like that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's quite great. Just be a little courageous and just learn, join it. Whatever happens, happens, but you will learn from that mistake, and that's how we all get better. Yeah. I hope this video was helpful, and I wish you a wonderful ensemble playing. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.